Welcome everyone to a brand new series on this Polymaker Lab channel called Testing in the Lab. For this series, we're going to be testing out different hypotheses about 3D prints and 3D printing materials that we don't quite know the answer to. Or even if we do know the answer to, it'll be fun to test out live on camera with all of you. For instance, we'll test out what is the sharpest material. We'll test out how dimensional changes occur when a nylon print becomes wet. Or maybe we'll just test out TPU as weed whacker material. I would love to see anybody's suggestion on a hypothesis about 3D printing or 3D printer materials that they would love to see tested. This first video will be a quick one, and I wasn't exactly accurate with my hypothesis. So this first hypothesis is that I thought that a thick-walled PLA print will perform better under heat, something like a dishwasher, than a really thin-walled ABS or PETG print. So what I did was I printed one shell wall thick cups in PLA, ABS, and PETG, all in vase mode. I then printed them all with 2 shell walls and again with 4 shell walls. And at least part of the hypothesis is true. As you could see, the really thin-walled PLA print is completely demolished, while the 4 shell walled cup in PLA is a lot less deformed. But the ABS prints, for instance, performed great even with the single shell wall vase mode print. There is no deformation on here at all, so a thick-walled PLA print is not more resistant than a single shell walled ABS print. And then similarly, even the thick-walled PLA print did not perform as well as a single wall Polylite PETG print. The one thing that is interesting from the PETG prints is this single shell wall vase mode did deform slightly. The 2 shell wall one minorly deformed, and then the 4 shell wall print is perfect. So while my hypothesis that a 4 shell walled PLA print would perform better in a dishwasher than a single shell walled PETG print was incorrect, that did still show that thicker walls will help under heat. You'll definitely notice this if you ever try to anneal a really thin print. Annealing a super thick, dense part is way easier than annealing a really thin print. This is just because there's less structure to the print to hold it all together. So what we can learn from this is if you're printing a thin part that needs to be annealed, we would recommend either salt or sand annealing it, where you put your print into salt or sand to hold the form together. Or if it's a flat object, you could even put a weight on it to prevent it from warping upward during the annealing process. But you know, we're all learning here with testing in a lab. Let me know what you would all love to see tested in an upcoming video.